Hey everyone, I'm Jules Wilson, your host and lifestyle realtor here at Seven Gables Real Estate. Of course, my YouTube channel is discovertheoc.com, and what this is all about is bringing value to you about the best individuals that I have found and companies to serve you really in your real estate needs or in any needs to make your life better. So today I'm so excited to be with Jenn Salas and her associate Bryan Gutierrez. Now Jenn is the commercial real estate advisor, the advisor, right, Jenn?
Yes, correct.
So when I met Jenn, I knew there was something special about her. Now, she is passionate about offering really solutions for commercial lending, but a lot of people, Jenn, don't really know what that means. So give us a brief rundown of who you really serve and what you're really passionate about doing.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah.
I am extremely passionate about helping people. My background is banking. And at the bank, we had to service a lot of business clients, business owners, and there were a lot of times where we had to tell the client that we can't help them on the commercial real estate financing
Oh,
piece.
okay, got it.
So when you get a lot of no's, you kind of want to help these people. You want to give them a yes.
Right.
So I left banking to pursue the CRE advisor, in which we are able to actually place clients.
Wow. And what did you do that, Jenn? How long ago?
It was about 4 years ago.
Oh, so you've been in the trenches. You're
Yes.
doing it.
Yes.
Wow. And you did this all on your own. It's amazing.
All on
I
my
mean,
own.
you're all 5 feet of you is a big firecracker though, right?
Yes.
Well, I think that what I really impressed me with Jenn, and we'll get to her associate in a minute, is the fact that you're offering solutions, but you have that banking background. That's what I think sets you apart. And I know you, Bryan, so you bring also that banking experience with you.
Correct.
So what does that do as far as offering extra value to your clients?
Right. So I am still a banker, and been so for 27 years, and run a commercial banking team. That allows me to kind of see the spectrum of deal flow that we see.
Right.
From different industries, from different markets, and knowing what banks are doing even right now and what they're not doing.
Right.
And being able to, when there's a deal that comes into the CRE advisor, knowing which banks are doing what and which banks are pulling back, which banks are nuanced in their lending.
Oh, it's kind of like that background information that nobody else gets.
Right.
Wonderful.
When you mentioned I think you said the wizard behind the screen.
Yeah, right. The underwriter. No one ever knows.
Right.
Who is this underwriter anyway?
Yeah, and so that's in essence, that's part of my job.
Okay.
So I am that wizard behind the veil.
Oh, wow. So they're real people then.
We
I
are
wasn't
real
sure.
people. We are real people that make real decisions.
I wasn't sure.
And yeah, we're not AI or robots.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, now you, so basically, Jenn, do you broker out to different lending sources that are in your back pocket, or what is it? How does that work?
Exactly. So I work with so many different lenders, and all of my colleagues are in banking. So I know that they've kind of distributed out from one bank to maybe like a credit union or a small regional bank. So I'll now go to different banks, different lenders, and place these loans.
You're shopping for the best rate, just
I
like
shop
when we
for the-
shop for the best prices on our clothes. That's
Exactly.
easy.
Best rate.
Well, I
best
love that.
terms.
Well, Bryan, now one thing, for those people who don't know as well, because we have a lot of investors, and also some people they have their own home, but they want to tiptoe into commercial properties. But what do you guys, what type of properties do you provide lending for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the properties are all commercial. We don't really lend in the residential, because that is, it comes with a different set of laws.
Right,
and
of course.
regulation.
Yeah.
But multifamily, 5 units and above.
Okay.
Industrial, whether it's big box or parks, office buildings,
Shopping centers. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so I have a question though. I saw a property on the peninsula listed, Balboa Peninsula, not long ago, and it had, in the front, it had little 1,000 square foot storefront, and then a condo in the back. And I thought, I was going to talk to a client of mine about that, but I thought, so is that a commercial loan or is that a residential loan? I'm confused, because there's a lot more and more of that going on where people are working down below or in front and living in back. So what's the scoop on that?
It depends on the how the square footage is divvied up.
Oh.
But typically speaking, if it's a storefront that's 1,000 and the unit above is 500, that's mixed use, and you would consider that commercial.
Oh, okay. So the thing is to call you first to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, one thing, once again, I think some people want to get into commercial or multifamily, but they might be a little bit frightened. So you could talk to someone first, find out if they qualify, you take all their assets and their debts into consideration.
Definitely. We
right?
can pre-approve a client.
Okay.
No problem.
Can you also, I have a lot of clients who want to get into investing, but maybe they're not ready right now. Could I send them to you, or can someone call you and you can put them on a plan of how to get there?
Yeah.
Is that possible too?
I mean, typically, yeah, we
Yeah.
can. We can take a look at what they're looking at, what they're looking to do, the goal that they have in mind, and kind of set forth a plan for them.
Nice. Well, it's nice to see you guys front and center, because I think a lot of people think, once again, that the underwriter is always behind the black curtain. Nobody really knows, are they really a person? So I'm glad to know that and we checked out, he's a human being when he walked in. We're sure.
You have a pulse?
Yeah. But I also like the fact that you have all these resources, Jenn. So you're not committed to one lending source per se. You're committed to your client.
Correct.
And their needs, right?
Correct. We search for the client. We do what's best for the client. It's really hard to beat our terms and the rates that we come up with due to our strong banking background.
Yeah, you guys have the background knowledge. That's like an extra little value. Definitely.
It is.
Yeah, because you can almost anticipate, if I'm wrong, what an underwriter might want or not want. Is that true?
Correct.
So you package the loan to get that yes?
Yes.
No doubt.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, how can people get a hold of you, Jenn? The
Uh,
best way.
Best way to get a hold of me would be you can visit my website at www.thecreadvisor.com, or a simple phone call or text works at 626-536-2019.
Well, once again, please give Jenn a call. And of course, Bryan, her associate, assists her on all the different programs. But bringing that banking industry from your backgrounds, I think, is huge. Because once again, it's about knowing what to do before you're asked, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, and even though she's a little thing, she's packed with knowledge, packed with power, and most importantly, you're packed with a good heart. Yeah.
Thank you.
So nice to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you give them a call.